you looking for a place where your dollar stretches farther while you're still enjoying the great amenities? That's right, we're going to talk about Canton, Michigan, the affordable gateway to suburban living. Hello everyone. Canton, Michigan is considered affordable compared to many other towns, both within Michigan and within other states. Canton and surrounding Michigan areas is what we're going to be talking about. The cost of living in Canton has a score of 91.8, which is slightly below the national average of 100, but it is on par with all of Michigan overall, which is at 91.5. So this means that living in Canton is about 8% cheaper than the US average. But like I said, it's still on par with the rest of Michigan towns, or pretty close to it. So how does that 91.8% break down? Well, let me break that down for you a little bit in a couple different categories. First, we're going to talk about the housing. Canton's housing costs are significantly higher than the Michigan average, but still 3.5% below the national average and more affordable than cities similar to Naperville, Illinois. The median house price in Canton ranges anywhere between $326,000 to $350,000, depending on the zip code, because we have two different zip codes. This is more expensive than the state average, which is only $218,000. It's pretty low, right? But you got to consider low houses such as 100,000 houses, and also high houses such as $1 million houses. It's just an average. So let's talk about rent a little bit. A 2-bedroom rental in Canton is going to cost you anywhere from like $1,300 to $1,700 a month. Higher than the Michigan average of $1,100, but close to or significantly below the national average of only $1,450. So how does this compare to towns outside of Michigan? Well, Midwestern suburbs, comparable towns such as I mentioned before, Naperville, Illinois, or even Carmel in Indiana, have higher overall cost of living due to higher housing and transportation costs. For example, Naperville's cost of living index is around 120. If you remember what I said, Canton's was only 91.8, right? So it's significantly cheaper to live in Canton. Now, let's talk about national comparisons when we're looking at Canton. When you look at a national comparison, we're talking about towns with similar characteristics, such as good schools and suburban amenities. In states such as Ohio, you got areas like Dublin, or states in North Carolina, you're gonna have Cary. They offer competitive costs, but with regional variances. Cary's cost of living index is closer to 110. Driven by more expensive housing and higher taxes. For those reasons alone, you can see that Canton is a relatively inexpensive place to live. So what are the key expenses here in Canton? Transportation costs. Transportation costs in Canton are higher than both the state and national averages, primarily due to commuting expenses. While transportation costs are slightly higher, Canton makes up for it though with the lower grocery and healthcare costs, saving you money in the long run. Utility costs align with the state and the national average, making this aspect of living in Canton relatively stable. For a family, Canton offers high quality of life at $800 to maybe $1,000 per month compared to similar towns across the country. The average monthly living costs in Canton for a Canton family is roughly about $5,220. Naperville is about $6,000, and Cary, North Carolina is going to be right around $5,800. So overall, Canton provides an affordable yet slightly premium living experience in Michigan with a balance of higher housing costs but lower general expenses like groceries and healthcare. It's ideal for families or individuals looking for suburban amenities near Detroit. So from lower cost to vibrant community living, Canton proves you don't need to sacrifice comfort for affordability. Why don't you come see for yourself? Give me a call. 734-560-3499. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.